Hey, Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsboro, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website, panuni.com. They're located at 1447 East Main in Brownsburg. Phone number is 317-286-3500. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, open till 11. And I'm Rob Kendall along with Colin Aycock, bringing you tonight's Hendricks County High School football, the Kevin Kersey Agency, here on 98.9 FM WYRZ and AudioSportsOnline.com. Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air is looking for employees with at least 2 years' experience as a journeyman plumber. More information can be found by calling 317-445-8399. Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air is a supporter of community radio. And Crane Credit Union in Plainfield offers loans, savings accounts, as well as online bill pay and banking. They're located at 905 Southfield Drive in Plainfield, and their office hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4, Fridays 9 to 6, and Saturdays 9 until noon. More information can be found at cranecu.org, and the phone number is 317-838-8300. Crane Credit Union is a non-profit bank. Again, Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock coming to you tonight from Avon High School, where it's a 45-21 affair. The Avon Orioles leading the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Welcome those of you tuned in. Special thanks to Shane Ray. It's working a little overtime tonight. We've had some issues with our intermittent internet connection from which we do the broadcast. And we thank Shane for being on top of that. We're going to call Verizon this week and find out what's going on. We've never had this issue out at Avon before, so we will we'll take a phone call out there and see. But luckily, the intermittents have been short. And for those of you watching tonight on Audio Sports Online, they haven't done much at all. But we appreciate Shane. He's earning the big bucks. He's out there doing his job. Hey, the new Plainfield UPS is now hiring part-time package handlers for 3 different shifts, morning, evening, and late night. A weekly retention bonus, pension benefits, and college tuition reimbursements are available for part-time UPS employees. More information on available positions, online applications, and scheduling and interview can be found at upsjobs.com. And Reynolds Body Shop has been family-owned and operated for 30 years, providing collision repair. They're located at 4325 West Washington Street in Indianapolis, just 4 stoplights east of 465. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 p.m. Learn more about them on the web at reynoldsbodyshop.com or by calling 317-243-2372. And McNamara Florist has been in business since 1954 with 8 locations, including the Avon store in Rockville Road, and offer floral designs for various occasions. They're located at 9655 East Highway 36 in Avon and can be reached at 579-7900. And Red Cobra Wrestling offers training sessions from Chad Red. They're located at 9233 East Highway 36 in Avon, across the street from Walmart and behind sidelines in the Red Brick Building. They offer sessions for all ages, including 3rd grade and under and 4th grade and up. Learn more about them at redcobrawrestlingacademy.com. And Dr. Timothy Greer, DDS, and Dr. Christopher Lefebvre of Avon Dental Center have been practicing in Hendricks County with families for over 20 years. Located in Avon's Beechwood Center area, just east of Ivy Tech. They're open Monday through Friday, although early morning hours are available. More information is available by calling 317-272-8100 or check them out at avondentalcenter.com. Well, Colin, thoughts on the first half?
Definitely was you saw both teams go out from the start. They were both really hitting hard, ready to make plays happen, and then you just saw Avon take control. They took over, and they did what they do best. They let Meisner play his game, and they let their backs get going. Samson James out there running all over the place, making guys miss. He's doing a great job of just running the ball very effectively.
Yeah, it's really amazing when you think that both of these teams have combined for 66 points in the first half. 66 points.
On pace for 132.
We'll see if they keep that up. The Bulldogs last week.
I would love to watch a 132-point game.
Well, of course, the Bulldogs last week, they put up 52 in the first half against Franklin. And Avon nearly caught them this week with 45 against Brownsburg. And now the Avon, this is a sight to be seen, Colin. This is the Avon Marching Band, one of the best in the nation.
If not the best.
And
I mean, you can hear them all summer long from my house.
That's right, you can. You can, and you can hear the Brownsburg Band from my dad's house. So, we're radio, so we're supposed to be talking, but I'm pretty mesmerized by this band and the way they work. So if you hear some pauses here during the half, it's because we're thoroughly enjoying the Avon Marching Band.
Definitely mesmerizing.
It's pretty amazing when you get right down to it that Avon has been so good for so long at marching band, and now they've got a new director or instructor. I'm getting the phrase wrong here. I'm sure someone's listening to this thinking, you're can't believe you don't know what the guy in charge of the Avon Marching Band is called, but I think it's the director. They've got a new one, and talk about pressure. They've had the same guy that won all those state championships, and now a new man at the helm for the Avon Marching Band this year.
Just a little bit of big shoes to fill.
Well, a couple programming notes for you on WYRZ. After the game tonight, Kurt David's taking you back to the 80s at 8. Well, it's normally the 80s at 8. During football season, it's the 80s whenever the football game is over. And then, of course, we also have, coming up tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m., Capitol Happenings. Yours truly, Rob Kendall, and Indiana State Senator Jim Merritt. We'll tell you the latest going on in Indiana government. And we're going to spend most of our time talking about the Hamilton County Caucus that took place on Wednesday to replace retiring Senator Luke Kenley. So that's coming up tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. right here on 98.9 WYRZ. And then, of course, you got Foundational Causes at 9 o'clock with William Roadhamel. He interviews a different nonprofit each week. And then at 7 o'clock, you've got the 70s Dance Party with Nicole. That's the 80s at 10 during football season. Thank you, Shane. Shane says the band sounds good, so we can let it play. So I think we're going to do that for a minute, Colin, if that's okay. We'll see if they'll play another hit. See if they do one more, we'll let them play. We got permission from the boss just to let them play. It's much more entertaining probably than listening to us. Yeah, they're going to do one more song, so we're going to let the band play here for a second. Well, that was the Avon Marching Band, and it's pretty rare to come to a high school football game, especially a high school football game with the caliber of. Sorry about that, Colin. The caliber of Avon, and you say, man, the band is just as good as as many people may have come for the band as the football team, but that's why it's always a packed house here. That band is incredible. Bishop Shatari have a band? Do you guys have a band?
Not really.
No?
Kind of, but not really. Definitely not a marching band. We had a band that sometimes played some events, but not many.
4 minutes up on the clock. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock bringing you tonight's high school football game. The Kevin Kersey Agency presents Friday Night Lights here on 98.9 WYRZ and AudioSportsOnline.com. Avon leads at 45-21. And I'll tell you what, Colin, taking a look back at the first half, was all Avon. Well, I mean, not the whole time. But from about midway through.
Put me in the second half?
maybe from about midway through that first quarter on, it just seemed like Avon hit a new gear.
They found it. They found their stride. Like I said, I mean, you go to this sideline and you make your adjustments, and Avon's defense made the adjustments they needed to make to stop a high-octane offense like Brownsburg, and their offense just found its stride. It found where it needed to be, most notably just giving the ball to Samson James, letting him do his thing.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, too, because Avon, Brownsburg scored first, and they scored, I believe, on their second play from scrimmage.
They definitely had they were leading for a little while there.
And then they scored the second time they had the ball, and you thought, wow, Avon's going to be in trouble here. But, man, Avon got on a scoring run. And boy, they just never looked back. Watching Heidorn kick these balls here, his range looks to be like about right at 40. Because he just came up about a yard short from 41. He nailed one from 40 last week against Hamilton Southeastern. But big 43? Is that where he's at?
That's where the kick was.
Okay, so he's okay. So that's probably pretty. I mean, he was a little bit short.
And usually those guys can still make that 43-yard field goal.
Yeah, see, he just tried another one from 43. That one had the distance. That one made it through. So he can do it from 43. Now, again, he did that one, as we said last week. And I'm always impressed because it seems like it used to be if a kid in high school could kick a 35-yard field goal, that was pretty impressive. And now it's nothing for these kids to pound it through at 40, 45 yards, and you'll see some of these better ones consistently hit from 50 yards out.
The thing to do, like, Chatardby got out to practice after school. Usually guys would get out there fairly early, so they would just start kicking the ball around. You had some meatheads kicking the ball, and we had a meathead, he kicked it he toe kicked it, so he didn't do the normal soccer kick. He toe kicked it from 60.
And he made it?
Made it with room to spare.
Wow.
And so, we had like our JV kickers, and we had our main varsity kicker. So him and the varsity kicker got into a competition. Varsity kicker hits it. They went back and forth, and after the third or fourth time, that kid toe kicked it from 60 again, and the varsity kicker missed.
It's amazing to me. I mean, how far the kicking has come. That you've got these high school kids, and of course, Brownsburg has had a great kicking tradition. The likes of Brandon Dowers, who have gone on to play big-time college football. It's amazing that a kid can consistently make a 50-yard field goal. I mean, it used to be in the NFL, guys weren't making 50-yard field goals consistently. They are now.
I mean, if you can make it from 50 yards, your college tuition's paid for. My dad always wanted me to be a kicker because he was like, you can get good at it. You're going to go to school for free.
Yeah, and it doesn't take any athletic ability. Kick the ball.
Usually a kicker they're usually pretty flexible. I mean, you have to be able to really get your leg up and through that ball.
Now, if you were a kicker, would you wear the traditional helmet or would you wear the helmet with the one crossbar?
I mean, not the one crossbar because you can't anymore.
Oh,
if
is that
you
illegal?
It's completely illegal. I think what was it, Morton Anderson maybe?
Right, who just went in the Hall of Fame.
He was the last guy to get to wear it, and he only got it to wear it because they grandfathered it. They made it illegal, but since he'd been wearing it his whole career, they let him wear it.
Now, flipping it over here on the Brownsburg side of things, 44 for the Bulldog. 84 for the Bulldogs. Is that 84 of these numbers or so? Yeah, Evan Grady, who's listed on our sheet as a kicker, he's banging them through from 50. And there's one from 55 that came up he got the distance. So, I mean, these guys are incredible now. I mean, these high school kickers are incredible. I'm enjoying watching this as the 3 minutes has gone back up on the clock before we begin the second half. 38. Clay Chase for the Bulldogs. He's out there kicking them from 55 yards right now. And those of you watching on Audio Sports Online, you can see the video feed of him doing this. And I don't think he's made one yet on being accurate, but he certainly had the distance on him. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were talking about Pat McAfee. And they said McAfee believed, and I can't remember what the exact yardage was, but he believed like he could kick a 75-yard field goal.
I want to see it.
I can't remember exactly what the yardage was, but he had said that at one point, that he believed if you put him in a game, that his leg was strong enough that he could kick a 75-yard field goal.
I want to see it. I really want to see it.
I mean, I don't know if he could do it now, but that was always his dream, was like to get out there and kick a 75-yard field goal. Which the record's what? Is the record 64? Is that the record?
64, 65. Feeling that, for some reason I feel that, like Matt Prater.
Well, I would guess it was somebody who
breaking.
played for Denver.
I'm pretty sure he did it, but he didn't do it in Denver, which was ironic because he played for Denver.
All right, here we go. Avon set to kick it off to begin the second half. They lead it 45-21. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock, bringing you tonight's game. If that guy's trying to sell you something, don't buy it. Don't buy it if that guy's trying to sell you something.
If you're ever traveling together, don't let you read the map.
Mark James, the voice of the Indy 500. All right, here we go. Heidorn set to kick it off, puts the foot into it. It's a high end-over-end kick, and it'll be taken back at the 2-yard line, up across the 10 to the 15, and taken down at the 20 is Kurtz. Of course, everybody hears Mark every year doing the Indy 500, all the IndyCar races, but the Indy 500, he's a legendary voice and good friend. Mark and I have announced several football games together over the years. Remember when I was like 19, I got to go do a game with Mark, and that was just that was an incredible experience. Realize the voice of the 500 did a football game with. So that'll be a good story for your dad, Colin. You got to hang out with the voice of the 500 tonight.
He'll definitely enjoy it.
He'll be very impressed by that. Snap, there's the give. The Bulldogs have it up across the 25. And now we will see the Bulldogs have really got to be in a hurry-up mode here, and that sounds weird to say as we begin the second half. But that's the case when you're down 3 scores. And the give is quickly to Marcus. Marcus scampers up across the 30, up to about the 32-yard line.
64 yards, Matt Prater. Longest attempt ever, 78 yards by Sebastian Janikowski. Big boy Seabass.
Snap, there's the give. Marcus has it.
Needless to say, he did not make it.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I would have thought I would have remembered that.
I've seen it It was not good.
Was it close?
Not even a little bit.
Did he? I mean, was it not close on distance, or was it not close?
It was not close in any way, shape,
Okay,
or
all right.
form.
Did it
The ironic thing is, if there was a guy that could hit a 78-yarder, I feel like it would have been him.
Yeah. Snap.
Maybe he could.
Strakus, back to pass, flushed out. Now he's being chased, rolling right side, rolling. He's going to eat it, and he will be taken down all the way back at the 20-yard line. Avon defense beginning on a high note.
Picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, and you know, Mark Bless, we've talked about this each week on the Mark Bless Show on Audio Sports Online, that Mark has said the defense has got to get better. If they're going to be a team that's going to contend for a state title this year, which he still believes they can, and obviously the Ben Davis game is an outlier, they've got to get better. And now Strakus flushed out again. He's got room to run this time, though. He'll get back all the way up to the 30 before being piled back. And so that'll bring up a 4th and 12, and the Bulldogs will have to punt it away. But he said, hey, if we're going to be a team that's going to contend, this defense has got to get better throughout the course of the year. And obviously a little shaky start, but they have really settled in nicely.
Definitely picked it up and figured out where their stride was, what they need to be doing, and they've been making the plays necessary to win this game.
Yeah, and again, if the Ben Davis game becomes an outlier for these Avon Orioles, they can, run the table the rest of the way. They're certainly going to have a lot of confidence. There's the punt. It is away. It's a high kick, good kick. It'll be taken. Oh, it's fumbled, loose ball. I think Avon got it back.
I think Avon got it.
Wow, somebody is going to get a gold star for being in the right place at the right time. And I think is that 28 or is it 20?
These numbers are impossible.
These camo numbers are tough. Eric Reynolds is number 20. I think that's who it was. And he saved a turnover that time. And it may have been Cameron Moulton. I don't know. Those numbers
I'm going to go with Moulton.
Yeah.
That just makes sense to me, but...
Yeah, I think you're right. Again, these camo numbers, especially once the lights have taken full effect, are they're very tough to judge. So Avon will have the ball, 45-21. 9:22 left to play in the third quarter. Snap. Play action, throw, slant route to Sheotovich, caught. He's up across the 40, up to about the 41. And so we will see what sort of offense Avon brings out here. Obviously, with the 3-score lead, you want to be in ball protection mode, but, you just got that feeling that the Avon Orioles, they've got one speed, and that's go.
I think to start this half, I definitely could see them just lighting it up a little bit. Definitely making it known that they are the better team here.
Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass. Throwing it down the field, it's up, jump ball, got a man, Garindo, incomplete, flag flies. And that's going to be pass interference on the Bulldogs.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I feel like he was making a play for the ball the whole time. And it also, you have to go back to what I said earlier. That ball, when you have a safety to the inside like that, that ball needs to be going to the outside shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you have a safety right there. I mean, we've seen both team safeties can make that pick. So you just need to get your receiver going to the outside. These quarterbacks keep putting their receivers inside. It's a little bit of an awkward throw to get it there, but you've seen Meisner. He has the arm to make that throw.
Yeah, and you got to respect it. And
You definitely got to respect both teams' safeties.
Yeah.
These safeties are playing their tails off. They're making plays. I really don't think that was necessarily pass interference because he had his head around the whole time.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised that they did throw the flag based on the ones they've let go. Maybe that was because that was a little more in isolation. Three
Trips
receivers
left.
Yep, good call, Colin. One to the right, snap back to pass. And now Meisner flushed out left side. He's firing it down the field. Got a man coming back. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Far side of the field. What a catch.
I mean, that's one of those awkward throws. He's rolling out to his left. He kind of has to throw across his body.
And now
But he definitely has the arm to make that throw.
Now the player was injured, and now he's going to get up and jog off, so that's good. Let's see who that was.
I
think
we're going to be able to read it, but...
Is that Sheotovich? Is that 19? Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Sheotovich.
Yeah, so he nice catch that time. And like you just said, Colin, you just made a great point, which is this kid can throw from all angles. He can throw on the run. He can throw from the pocket. He's just a tremendous talent.
And he and Sheotovich seem to be on the same page for most of these throws. I mean, Sheotovich knew to come back to that ball. And, I mean, that's where you see a lot of issues happen in high school football is receivers don't know to come back to the ball like that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now whistle. And
delay?
Yeah, it is a delay of game on the Orioles. That'll move them back 5 yards. 7:55 left to play in the third. Avon leads at 45-21.
That definitely is the difference between a decent receiver and a very good receiver is their ability to just know when to come back to the ball, when to cut a route off, and to have a quarterback that's able to adapt quickly like that and realize he's coming back. I mean, that's something special that you see, and I think as this season progresses, you're definitely going to see these guys light up some teams and make a run in 6A football, which is never easy to do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a very difficult thing.
I mean, 6A football around here is
a
whole different brand of football, really.
Well, think about what you've got out there tonight. I mean, you've got arguably the two best teams in the state, Center Grove and Ben Davis, doing battle. And Avon's up there. I mean, there's no doubt. Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass. Steps up, little screen pass, got a man caught. It's James. He's inside the 20, and a couple of Bulldogs come up to make the tackle in the secondary. He's down to the 19, and that will bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Orioles.
It's also nice to see how Avon's offensive coordinator has definitely gotten into a rhythm making these play calls. Because that's very important, is to get your offensive play caller to get into a rhythm, know where he needs to go, be thinking 2 steps ahead, and know what play he should be calling after.
Yeah, you're right. Back to pass. Meisner has time. Going to the corner of the
wheel
end
route.
zone.
Oh, he had him.
Yeah, James coming out of the backfield that
need
time.
to touch it a little bit more. He was going for the flag route. He was going to the inside pylon. Just needed to take a little off it. His back got around it.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are really struggling to keep up with these Avon receivers.
They're running great routes. That's very key, is just the routes they're running. Very clean, very good routes to get themselves into the positions.
Yeah, 7:03 left to play in the ball game's third quarter. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock with you here tonight. Thanks for being with us. Snap, back to pass. Going down to the corner of the end zone. Caught! Did he keep the foot in? No, they'll say out of bounds.
I thought he got it.
Yeah, it was
to
close.
me, it looked like he got that left foot down. That was a good route, good throw.
And I think that was Garendo, the intended receiver that time. No, it was Sheotovich was the intended receiver.
This were college football. This would definitely be one they'd be sending upstairs.
Yeah, I think you're right. They don't have quite the replay capabilities here in high school football. All right, Heidorn on. It'll be about a 36-yarder. He'll kick it from the left hash. And he'll kick it with the left foot. Snap is low, spot is down, kick is up, it's on the way. It is good! Right down the middle. Heidorn bangs it through. 6:42 left to play in the ballgame's third quarter. It's 48-21.
Those lefty kickers, something special. I mean, the Patriots, Bill Belichick only runs with left-footed punters because he said it throws off the returner. Just something about the way that ball spins messes with the returner's head.
So the Bulldogs will kick it away, or will receive the kick, from the Avon Orioles.
48-21, third quarter, 6:42 left.
Yeah, they now lead it by 27 points. A very one-sided affair since midway really through the first quarter. Avon has stepped up what? Just a reminder, you're listening to 98.9 FM WYRZ, Brownsburg, Indiana. WYRZ LP to be exact, Brownsburg, Indiana. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock with you tonight. Shane Ray, back in the Hendricks Power Cooperative Studios. Thank you.
45-20, Roncalli, 11:07 left.
45-20, Roncalli over Plainfield.
20-7, Chittard just got the ball back.
20-7, Chittard leads or trails Cathedral.
Chittard just got the ball back. Brebeuf 10, Zionsville 7, end of 3.
Brebeuf 10, Zionsville 7 at the end of the third, and there's the kickoff taken by the Bulldogs. 20-25, Kurt still on his feet, gets across the 25 up to 27. Boy, Colin, somebody in the Avon secondary got an arm out there, and that arm tripped him up just enough that it might have saved a touchdown.
I think Avon forgot rule number 1
Don't
for
kick
playing
to him.
Brownsburg. Don't give the ball to Kurtz.
Yeah, don't let Kurtz have the football, ever. As in ever.
Like ever.
All right. Back at it now. Here come the Bulldogs onto the field. Strakus, snap, quick drop, steps up, flushed out right side. Rolling right, rolling. Throws it away, incomplete. Well, this is going to be a concern for John Hart because he certainly prides himself on good fundamentals, and there's been a lot of breakdown on the offensive line for the last couple quarters, Colin.
I think Strakus is definitely wishing he had the time that Meisner has to make some of these throws. He's probably thinking to himself, I could be making all those throws too if I just had a little bit more time back here.
Pitch, give back, Kurtz leans ahead, puts the shoulder down.
Good run to make it more third and manageable rather than third and long.
Yeah, and it is 27 points. It's 4 scores, but certainly
You still have a quarter and a little under a half left. I mean, you're definitely this is a time where you just got to stick with your plan. That was a breakdown. I don't know what happened. Quarterback got the snap, and there was a guy already in his face.
Yeah, the line wasn't ready, and it's like they ran to the right, and they left about 4 Avon defenders unblocked. It was that. Remember that time the Colts tried to fake the punt with the one guy snapping the ball?
The ball wasn't even supposed to be snapped.
I mean, that's what it looked like.
Apparently, he learned the play the day before and did not know that you were not supposed to snap the football.
Well, that's what it resembled right there, as Avon was all over it. And now there's a good punt by the Bulldogs. It'll hit. It'll
that was a great punt right there. I mean, they got it down to the Avon 22-yard line?
Yeah, all the way down to the 22, as you said, as Jalen Peterson for the Orioles just let it go. And now the Orioles offense will come back onto the field leading 48-21 with 5:10 left to play in the ballgame's third quarter. And I'll tell you what, you got to wonder at some point if it doesn't become the Samson James show.
I think it might already be the Samson James show. Let's be real here.
I mean, they've been really content to throw the football, but with the clock being your friend now, snap, there is the give to James. He'll cut it back. He'll get up near the 40, near the 25.
Definitely got to be great to have an all-purpose back. Guy that can catch it out of the backfield, go out to the slot, make catches, and also just run the ball between the tackles, outside the tackles. He can do it all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Colin. He's very quick. He's explosive. He can hit. He can bang. And now Avon with 4:40 left to play in the third quarter. Piles him back, spins around. 35 seconds on the play, 40 seconds on the play clock, at 30 seconds now and counting. As Avon will face a 3rd and 8. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Single man in the backfield is James. Meisner takes his time. He works out of the shotgun. There's the snap, back to pass, steps up, throws, got a man over the intended receiver, Shayotovich. Incomplete.
Beat his guy, too.
Yeah, he had him. Just threw over the wrong shoulder. And I think Meisner was rushed a little bit there.
I just think the receiver didn't really know which shoulder to look over. Because he was looking inside, and then he quickly realized that he needed to flip his head around. And I mean, that little hesitation's the difference between catching the ball and not catching it.
All right, here we go. Avon to punt it away. Snap is
almost
good.
Blocked right there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Nearly blocked. Live ball bounces forward into Bulldog territory. It'll sail out of bounds at about the 47, and that's where Brownsburg will bring the offense back onto the field.
Brownsburg did a great job of getting through right there and just inches away from blocking that ball and possibly getting themselves a touchdown.
Very close that time.
Still got great field position out of it, though. I mean, your own 48-yard line.
Yeah, 3:44 left to play in the ball game's third quarter. 48-21, Avon with the lead. Brownsburg has the ball. Out of the shotgun. Pitch. Oh, it's a loose ball. Kurtz picks it up in the backfield. He's slammed down. And the ball all the way back at about the 35-yard line.
Great job by Nicholas Gray to get in the backfield and just stop him. Not let him even try to. All Kurtz could do there was just jump on the ball because he was right there wanting that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, out of the shotgun. Strakus back to pass. He's flushed out. He's hit. He's dropped all the way back at the 20. And Avon's defense is on fire.
I'm going to say that was Alex Shoemaker. That's what I want to say, but these numbers are weird, so I could easily be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. It was Shoemaker that time. Or at least that's what it looked like to us. If you've never been to a game and seen Avon wear these camo uniforms, it's a good challenge. Go stand up at the top of the stands, which is where we are, and try to read these numbers.
I mean, even the people that are on the sideline right in front of us, it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
And they're facing us, and they have their backs to us, so the biggest number is still right at our faces.
Yeah, 2:34 now left to go in the ball game's third quarter. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock, this is Kevin Kersey Agency. Presents Friday Night Lights here on 98.9 WYRZ, Audio Sports Online. Thanks to Brad Holsinger, the entire athletic staff out here at Avon High School, taking care of us, as they always do. Thank you. And third down coming up for Brownsburg, 3rd and 37.
Wildcat.
Snap, give us to Kurtz. He's going to run straight forward. Isn't it a little weird you'd call a timeout and that's the play you come up with?
I think at that point, the way this drive is kind of gone, they're just hoping not to have a miscue again and get a safety. I think that's your biggest goal, is just tell them we'll fight on another drive. This one just hasn't gone how we wanted it to.
2:05 and counting. Snap, kick. That's a high end over end kick. It'll hit at the 50. It'll bounce forward, taken at the 35, ahead to the 40, up to the 45. Down the sidelines he goes, still on his feet. Jejanovic, he's down inside the 30, all the way down to about the 26.
It's always a gutsy move when you see it bouncing and you see everyone kind of behind you, so you're just like, let's go for it. Let's see what happens, and it definitely paid off right there.
Yeah, big time, as you said, Colin. And with a minute 43 to go in the third quarter, Avon back in business, ball down at the 27-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Orioles.
I mean, you just got to love it when a guy has guts. You get to see some very interesting plays occur.
Two receivers to the left, one man out right, one man in the backfield. Snap, back to pass. Got a man open in the flat, and nice job by the Bulldogs to sniff it out. And James is hit, might have lost a yard on the play. Second down and 13, so they lost 3 yards that time. Snap, give us to James. He's hit, he's piled backwards.
These Brownsburg linebackers are just playing sideline to sideline right now. They're ready to go make any hit. They're sniffing that ball out right away.
So it'll bring up third down and 14 as the Bulldogs trail the Orioles 48-21.
40 seconds left in the third quarter.
Out of the shotgun is Meisner. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, back to pass. Rolling out is Meisner. Rolling right side. Rolling. He's going to heave it down the field. Out of bounds. Incomplete. And now a whistle. And is there a flag?
Yes, there is. I think they're going to call a late hit there.
Wow. That's going to be a huge blow if it's against the Bulldogs.
Roughing the passer, Bulldogs.
Yeah, you called it, Colin. Good job.
The worst part about that is that was so unnecessary. He'd already thrown the ball away. I mean, you had him in 4th and long. You had him in a situation where they don't even know what play what they're gonna do next, because you're at an awkward position on the field where, yes, they have a great kicker, but do you want to put him in a situation where he has to kick one of the longest kicks he's kicked, or do you go for it, or you just punt it? Now they got 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 from the 16. Avon with the ball and the lead. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Meisner works out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion. The give
around.
Yeah, to Garindo. He's got the corner. Breaks one tackle. Breaks another. He's in for the score. Touchdown, Isaac Garindo. And Avon is running it up.
I hate to say it, but I mean, it's just been self-inflicted wound after self-inflicted wound for Brownsburg here.
Yeah, they had
turnovers, penalties, everything. They get themselves into good position, and then they just kind of do something wrong.
Yeah, they had him. You're right. They had him. They sniffed it out. They pushed him to the outside, and he got around the corner. Snap, kick is up, down the middle, kick is good. And that'll make it 55-21. 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Tonight is the Kevin Kersey Agency presents Friday Night Football on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and AudioSportsOnline.com.
Not quite the pace we saw in the first half, but really hoping to see 90, but I don't think I'm going to get to.
That would have been I wonder what we were talking about this last week when we saw that we saw that the Bulldogs put up 52 in the first half against Franklin. That we were talking last week at Avon, when Avon was at Hamilton Southeastern, and said, wonder what the record for points in a high school football game in the state of Indiana is. And you got to wonder, has a team ever, I'm sure you can look this up, and it's fairly easy to find out, has a team ever scored 100 points in a high school football game?
In Indiana, I don't know. I just think a lot of what Indiana football is about is they kind of let up after they've made their point. They've proven that they are the better team.
Well, and
I mean, you've definitely seen states like Texas. I mean, you have teams that are in the highest classification playing some weaker teams, and they're just able to put up those numbers. And it's not like those teams aren't taking all their guys out, but you can't tell your guys not to play football, especially those guys that are getting in that usually don't.
Yeah, and, you know, the other thing is Indiana a lot of times will instill the running clock. Let's say it is 15-0 at the half. They have the option to have the running clock in the second half.
Kurtzen, Wildcat quarterback again.
And now he gets around
the corner. He made a great move and got the first down there.
Yeah, and he will get out of bounds, which will stop. No, that's the end of the quarter, I'm sorry. So 3 quarters in the books, 55-21 the score. Avon all over Brownsburg tonight here on 98.9 WYRZ.
Personally, what I would love to see is them just have Kurtz do a quick fake and then throw it over the top. That's what I'm really waiting for.
Dr. Timothy Greer, DDS, and Dr. Christopher Lefebvre of Avon Dental Center have been practicing in Hendricks County with families for over 20 years. Located in Avon's Beechwood Center area just east of Ivy Tech, they're open Monday through Friday, although early morning hours are available. More information is available by calling 317-272-8100 or at avondentalcenter.com. And Red Cobra Wrestling offers training sessions from Chad Red. They're located at 9233 East Highway 36 in Avon, across the street from Walmart and behind sidelines in the Red Brick Building. They offer sessions for all ages, including 3rd grade and under, 4th grade and up. Learn more at redcobrawrestlingacademy.com. And, well, we'll go back to action here.
Kurt's back in at quarterback, running right up the gut. He got about 4 or 5 on that one.
Yeah, they appear pretty content, Colin, to go with this Wildcat now.
I mean, they're running the ball very well. Kurtz is making the moves, and also the benefit of that is putting him in a Wildcat quarterback. You have an extra blocker now. You have because you don't have to have a quarterback handing the ball off, so you can just have an extra blocker in there to help you make these runs happen. They're going full house. Kurt's still in at quarterback. I really want to see him just fake the step in to run it and then throw it over the top.
Snap, there's the give to Kurtz again, and he will lean ahead up to about the 47 before being pushed back. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Third down coming up. And
offsides, encroachment.
You know when the guy stands up, hangs his head, and walks back slowly.
Walks right back.
He has committed an infraction. Yeah, that was in plain sight.
There's no hiding those big fellas down there. There is no hiding them.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs now. Snap. Kurtz. Oh, no, check that. That's Strakus back in there, back to pass. And he'll flip it ahead, incomplete, as he was chased out of bounds.
You're really seeing Kurtz in at just about every spot tonight, aren't we?
So Avon is looking at going to 3-1 on the year. Bulldogs are going to fall to 2-2 if the score holds. Which at a 34-point lead with 10 minutes, 53 seconds left to play in the ball game, it's very likely to hold. Snap back to pass, rolling, flushed out again, dances around a little bit, skipped up, falls down.
Flag.
And as you said, a flag comes in late.
I'm thinking it might have been a.
I'm going with face mask. Yeah, what do you got?
I'm thinking hold maybe.
Okay, you got hold.
Because it looked like it was a little before the hit happened.
I got face mask. You got hold. Let's see who's right.
I'm probably wrong.
Personal foul, face mask. Well, too bad we weren't playing.
I
for
admitted
prizes.
I was probably wrong.
Too bad we weren't playing for prizes. The only thing we were playing for right there was dignity, and well, in this case,
I still have
won.
mine. We'll just put it that way. I still have mine.
Ball down to the 39. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock with you tonight. You're on 98.9 WYRZ. Bulldogs with the football, moving from left to right. Snap back to pass. Strakus has time. Throws on the run. Got a man caught, middle of the field. Nice pitch and catch that time. As Strakus had to jump up, and now another flag flies in late.
Is that Kurtz that made the catch there?
Kurtz with a nice reception, and then the flag came in late. And I'll tell you what, if that's on Avon, Mark Bless, I don't care whether they're up by 34 or not, he is going to lose his mind.
He is not happy down there. Thinking he's taking that. He is not afraid to take a guy who's committed the infraction out right away.
It's on the Bulldogs. So a personal foul on Brownsburg. So what the Bulldogs get, they give right back. And I'd imagine what we just said about Mark Bless would also hold true for John Hart.
I think it's safe to say that. If I was a betting man, I would say.
You know, the personal fouls in the field of play, sometimes you accidentally grab a face mask or get a horse collar. But those personal fouls for hitting after the whistle or hitting somebody from behind, those just will drive coaches crazy. So now 2nd and 18 coming up for the Bulldogs. Snap, back to pass. Throws down the field. Got a man caught. Nice little screen pass that time. And a good gain getting back to that initial line of scrimmage there. That was number 7, it looks like, for the Bulldogs. DeQuincy Davis with the reception. So Davis picks up 8 that time. It's 3rd and 10.
Kind of weird to call a name other than Kurtz right there.
Out of the shotgun. Snap, back to pass. Screen pass again, caught, and a nice job by the Avon secondary coming up to make the tackle that time. That was number 20 for the Orioles, Eric Reynolds.
Definitely has great closing speed on that. He sniffed it out, and he was ready to make an open field tackle.
Yeah, and if he misses that tackle, Colin, that's a big gain for Brownsburg. So now 4th down and 9. The Bulldogs are going to go for it, and why not? You're down by 34 with 9:30 to play in the contest.
You're at that awkward position on the field where you're really not giving them too great a field position if you don't get it.
Heaves it down the field, and it is tipped up, incomplete. Kurtz, the intended receiver. Host of Orioles back there in the secondary to break it up, and Avon will take over on downs with 9:19 to play, up by 34.
It's great awareness by the safety there to realize that he just wants to bat that ball down. He doesn't want to go for the pick there. He's given his team a lot better position by just batting it down.
McNamara Florist has been in business since 1954 with 8 locations, including the Avon store in Rockville Road, and offer floral designs for various occasions. They're located at 9655 East Highway 36 in Avon and can be reached at 317-579-7900. Meisner out of the shotgun. Snap, back to pass. Has time, looking. He's heaving it down the field, and it is caught by Garendo.
Wow.
Diving catch down at the 25-yard line.
That was a great job by the receiver to just keep with it. I mean, even the ref gave him a pat on the shoulder right there. He knew it was a good catch. The receiver just kept with the route, and he knew that if he kept running, his quarterback had him on the right spot.
So it'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Avon Orioles. Ball down at the 25-yard line. And here comes Avon now out of the shotgun. The give is to 25 or 26. I think that's Jabon Carter, 26. Yeah, Carter with the run. And Carter with the no gain on the play. 8:40 and counting. Clock continues to wind. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock from Avon High School, where the Orioles lead the Bulldogs of Brownsburg 55-21. Snap, back to pass. Steps up. Heaving it down the field. Shayotovich hit. Incomplete. Looking for a flag. Didn't get it. And it'll bring up third down. You know, Avon secretly, they want to put a 6 up there on that board column. They'd love to have the score in the 60s.
I can agree with that.
I mean, anybody else probably wouldn't care, but against Brownsburg, you know Mark Plus is like, we're going for 60.
I mean, you can put up 60 in a game. I think you're not only sending a message to people at this game, the team you're playing, your team. I think you're definitely sending a message around the state that, hey, we're definitely a team that you need to watch out.
Oh, Carter's got room to run. He's off to the races. 10-5, touchdown!
He would not be denied right there. He had a guy on his waist, and he was just like, come with me, then some then.
That was unbelievable. He went right around the right end. Great blocking up front. Huge hole, and then he was off to the races. And it is now 61-21. The Bulldogs trail the Orioles here on AudioSportsOnline.com and WIRZ 98.9. Snap spot, kick is up, and the kick is good, but the whistles fly, and they're going to get an illegal procedure on the Orioles. Oh, no, they're going to call offsides on the Bulldogs. Huh. So the Bulldogs, another infraction.
I don't know if Brownsburg does what we did at Chittard, but Chittard, you did the number of penalties, it's how many times you had to run, and each sprint was the number of yards you got. So,
was it you? Like, what if you personally did a personal foul? Like, did just you have to run?
Nope, team.
Oh,
it's on the team.
Oh, that's terrible.
Now, if you were there were rare cases where someone definitely did a lot in one game to really hurt the team. Then you got to do that plus some extra burpees down the sideline.
What after we'll ask you again after this Heidorn kick what it was. Snap spot, kick is up, kick is good. What was it again?
You do. So how many penalties you committed was the number of times you ran.
Right.
The yardage was how many yards you ran each time.
Ooh, okay. Reynolds Body Shop has been family-owned and operated for 30 years, providing collision repair. They're located at 4325 West Washington Street in Indianapolis, just 4 stoplight east of 465. They're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5 p.m. Learn more about them on the web at reynoldsbodyshop.com or by calling 317-243-2372. Do you remember what the most you ever ran was?
Sophomore year, we ran like 12 or 15 times. I don't remember. Well over 100 yards. It was well over, like, whatever that number was times 10. It was,
That's brutal. That's child abuse.
We won that game, too.
That's child abuse.
We won the game, too. Did not play a clean game, but we won the game.
You'd have had a strong case if you'd called child services.
I feel like they would have been like, good for them. It's good for them. They need to run a little bit.
All right, here we go. Heidorn to kick it off, 62-21 now the score. There's the kick. High end over end kick. It'll be taken at the 10, the 15, 20, 25. Can take it down there. Bulldog offense will come back onto the field. The new UPS Plainfield is now hiring part-time package handlers for 3 different shifts, morning, evening, and late night. A weekly retention bonus, pension, benefits, and college tuition reimbursements are available for part-time UPS employees. More information on available positions, online applications, and scheduling and interview can be found at upsjobs.com. Out of the shotgun. Snap. Bounces off one tackle and leans ahead. I believe that's number 21, Jay Sean Keys.
Good job by the Avon D-line to get there, make him bounce it, but they still had guys on the outside keeping contained to just end that run right there.
7:30 and counting. Bulldogs with the ball, down by 41, 62-21. Snap, stretch play. Keys again, and a host of Avon defenders in on the tackle.
We have 2 number 6s. I'm going to go with Dakota McNeil. Made that hit.
Just making an educated guess.
Going based off of he's a senior.
And
the other kid's a sophomore.
By the way, we'll have the broadcast of the freshman and JV games between these two squads on tape delay for you. Tomorrow, the JV game, that starts at 10, so we'll have that tape delayed, and we'll get it up for you tomorrow afternoon. And then Monday night, it's the freshman game, and we'll have that game for you on tape delay as well on audiosportsonline.com. So if you're a fan of Avon or Brownsburg football and want to watch a game or two from the JV or freshman squad, we'll have it for you. Your chance to do that.
4th down, we're going to punt it. I think you're going to see a different quarterback for Avon this time. I think you're going to see Mason Miller. He was taking snaps down on the sideline, so.
Mason Miller. Snap is high. Kick is down. It's a high kick. Good kick. It'll be taken on the run by Shiotovich up at about the 47. He's not happy, Colin. He knows he had room to run, and he wanted to return that kick.
You will see Mason Miller in at quarterback for this drive.
You are right, Colin.
A little bit of a change to go from your 6'4 quarterback to your 5'10 quarterback.
Mason Miller, a sophomore, 5'10". And I'm guessing we're going to see him tomorrow in the JV game. We'll see.
Maybe. Usually you don't. A lot of times the way we did it at Chittard was QB1, QB2 didn't even dress JV games. So usually they don't like to put QB2 in at a JV game just in case QB1 does get hurt.
Snap, whistle, flags fly.
You don't want to be turning it over to QB3 because QB2's hurt.
It's a good point. It's a very fair point.
False start, Avon?
False start on the Orioles. That'll move them back 5 yards. 62-21 the score. Avon with the lead and the ball. .6:26 remaining to go in the contest, as Avon's going to stack 3 receivers to the left side of the field, 1 man to the right, single back formation. Out of the shotgun, Miller to take the snap. And goes in motion. There's the give. And a host of Bulldogs in on the tackle that time. As that run doesn't go very far, it'll bring up 2nd and 15. Well, Avon's got Whiteland next week. I'll be here for that. I don't know who Brownsburg has. I got to look ahead on my schedule there. I believe that game next week may be a WYRZ broadcast. I'll have to check that. I was so focused on my Avon Brownsburg game this week, I did not look ahead. And my 9 other jobs. Snap. Miller flushed it. Oh, he's got room to run. He's across the 50, inside the 45, inside the 40, and all the way down near the 35. First down and 10 for Avon.
Little Johnny football action right there.
That's very astute, Colin.
Didn't throw up the money sign afterwards, though. Kind of disappointed.
Yeah, it is Avon versus Whiteland. Coming up next week, right here on 98.9 WYRZ. Out of the shotgun. Snap. And a loose ball. It's on the floor. No whistle. I think Avon thought it was down by contact.
Brownsburg's got it.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Colin. I think the Bulldogs definitely got the ball back.
It's just a miscommunication between quarterback and running back. You have a read option, and the running back thinks he's going to pull it. He's trying to hand it off, and you just...
Crane Credit Union in Plainfield offers loans, savings accounts, as well as online bill pay and banking. Located at 905 Southfield Drive in Plainfield, and their office hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4, Fridays 9 to 6, and Saturdays 9 to noon. More information can be found at cranecu.org, and their phone number is 317-838-8300. Crane Credit Union is a non-profit bank.
I think that's just one of the difficulties putting a different quarterback in is your timing just isn't the same, so things like that happen.
And a whistle and a short gain by the Bulldogs, and now a flag comes in late.
Getting really chippy now.
Yeah, with 5:20 to go, this one already decided, and I'm sure both coaches are just trying to get everybody off this field without getting anybody injured.
When you're a guy on the sideline right now, all you're thinking is, that's another 15 yards I'm running on Monday.
I didn't see what the call was. It was on Avon, whatever it was.
Thinking unnecessary roughness. Offsides?
No. Might have been a horse collar. Whatever it was, it cost him 15.
I think it was unnecessary roughness then.
Out of the shotgun. Snap, there's the give. And nice run that time by number 21 for the Bulldogs, just Sean Keys. Number 11, Ethan Harless, is in at quarterback. He's a sophomore. And so a lot of guys. I don't think either one of these teams thought that the reserves would be getting this much playing time when the ball game started.
I didn't.
Snap, there's the give. And Alina head, short gain on second down. It was second and 4, and that time it was number 5, Shea Sumter Bay with the run.
Started out as a shootout, and Avon just put their foot on the gas and did not look back on this one.
Snap, little end around. Sumter Bay with the run. Ooh, that breeze feels nice.
I think you ate your words there.
Yeah, I spoke too soon. Oops. I stand corrected. As that breeze has turned into a large gust.
Mother Nature was like, I'm going to let you know why you don't like this breeze.
4 minutes and counting. Yeah, that is a little chilly.
Definitely becoming fall out here.
Yeah, it certainly not felt like September, and I think that cool weather is going to continue as the remnants of Hurricane Irma look like a lot of these maps are going to make their way up into southern Indiana at least.
Please don't come here. I have to walk to class.
I don't think it's going to quite get up into the central part of the state, but a lot of these maps are showing.
Keep it that way. I have to walk to class.
Well, a lot of people will remember that are of age that when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, we felt the remnants of that here in central Indiana. As it rained, it rained and rained and rained. And this hurricane, every bit the strength that Katrina was. Snap. There's the give. Oh, nice hold there by the Bulldogs that time. As Keys with the run. 3 minutes to go. That's enough for a first down. Clock will move as soon as they move the chains. Don't forget, coming up, Kurt David's taking you back to the 80s. Well, Shane said they're calling the 80s at 10 during football season. So Kurt David coming up as soon as we're done here. Two minutes and 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Keys with the run that time, picked up a yard. As the Bulldogs trying to pick up some late points. The outcome not in doubt. And room to run, and he is in for the score. Sumter Bay goes the distance, leans in across the goal line. And with 2:16 to go, that'll make it 62-27 in favor of Avon. So a little bit of a bright spot there. Nice run that time by Sumter Bay as the clock continuing to wind down here tonight.
It's always great to watch the team. Even though they're losing by a lot, they're still going out there and they're playing good football.
Yeah,
they're still playing the way they wanted to play from the start. And it might not be in favor of you at the end of the game, but that's definitely something that's going to help you in the weeks to come against once those games do come down the wire.
Oh, and the kick was blocked. That is the way it's gone tonight for Brownsburg. Kick blocked by the Orioles, 62-27 with 2:16 left to go. Westside Plumbing Heating and Air offers residential heating and air conditioning maintenance, repair, and replacement, and serve all of Hendricks County and West Indianapolis. Their phone number is 317-445-8399. More information can be found at westsideplumbing.net and their Facebook page by searching for Westside Plumbing. And Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsboro, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website, panuni.com. They're located at 1447 East Main in Brownsburg. Phone number is 317-286-3500. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, open till 11.
Avon Applebee's.
2:16 left to go in the ball game. Rob Kendall, Colin Aycock winding down tonight's Kevin Kersey Agency presents Friday Night Football. Avon's going to move to 3-1. Brownsburg fall to 2-2.
Final, Brebeuf 18, Zionsville 21.
Wow, Zionsville came back and won that game.
Yes, sir. Chittard is losing 34-13 to Cathedral. They have the ball.
And, of course, Cathedral now in Plainfield sectional once again. Plainfield, the big loser in Cathedral's inability to win a state championship up at 6A.
Kind of surprising. I mean, you have the guys that they had.
From the 10 to the 15, skating up to the 20, taken down.
Kid that's been committed to Notre Dame since like his sophomore year at running back.
Yeah, you know, the Cathedral just kind of struggled up there at the 6A.
Just couldn't put it together. I don't know what it was. They definitely had the guys. I don't think they just couldn't put the right game plan together.
Well, they lost a barn burner of a game in the regional in 2015 to Avon. We did that game from right here, literally where we're standing right now, Colin. We did that game. That was a heck of a game. It was one of the first games we actually broadcast here on WYRZ. The station had just flipped on the air. In fact, it may have been the second game. And then last year it kind of struggled. And so, at least by their standards, they did. And an injured Bulldog will be helped off the field. He's walking off under his own power.
I think you'll definitely see him win a state title in 5A the next 2 years.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because they're too good for 5A.
And you also lost the state champions of 5A last year.
Yeah.
Westfield moved up to 6A by enrollment.
Yep.
Which was, I mean, most movement nowadays is by success factor, not enrollment, so it's kind of surprising to see that.
Yeah. There's the give, and I believe that's Carter with it. We're never going to see that on the far side of the field with those camo numbers.
And we can't just make an educated guess on who it is anymore because it's not the same guys.
Yeah, so if I had to, if somebody were to have a gun to my head, I would say it's Carter because he's been getting the bulk of the carries now here in the late in the fourth quarter.
Is that a proposition?
It's not a proposition. It is not a proposition.
Had to ask.
Two receivers to the left, one to
we
the right.
We aren't good with the subliminal messages yet, so.
And another nice run that time up across the 40. Across the 30 up to the 35.
Avon definitely has depth at that running back position. I mean, you're getting your backups in, your reserves in right now, and that back's running with authority. He's running over linebackers, safeties. He doesn't care. He's just going for the first down every time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Avon will break the huddle. This could be the final play of the ball game. We'll see.
2-3.
Taking their time. They're trying to milk that clock to make this the final play of the ball game. They'll take a knee.
You got 2 more. 2 more plays. Barely, but you're going to get 2 more out of this one. Yep, you're going to get 1 after this one.
No, you're not. You're going to get 1 more play. They can wind that clock down to about 5 seconds to take the knee, and then they got 40 more seconds in between the next play.
You know what? I disagree.
And you are an Indiana All-Star. That's ridiculous. I've got to explain the rules of this game to you. That is the final knee of the ball game, as Avon will take it tonight, 62-27.
I was just saying it wasn't going to end before that play could be run.
Stop digging your hole over the Brownsburg.
I'm refilling it.
Hey, the Kevin Kersey Insurance Agency of the Farmers Insurance Group helps with home, auto, life, or business needs. They're located at 480 East Northfield Drive, Suite 300 in Brownsburg, next to Bill Estes Ford. Their phone number is 317-286-3481. They're also found on Facebook at the Kevin Kersey Agency or at their website, farmersagent.com/K Kersey. Colin, final thoughts on tonight's ball game?
Nail biter to start. Avon just put their foot on the gas and made it happen.
Yeah, so again, Avon moves to 3-1. Brownsburg falls to 2-2. And the Avon Orioles, we mentioned them because we will see them next week right here on 98.9 FM WYRZ as they take on Whiteland, the Whiteland Warriors, their final non-conference game of 2017. And, of course, we'll also have the video feed for you on audiosportsonline.com. Special thanks to Shane Ray back in the Hendricks Power Cooperative Studios as well. For Colin Aycock, I'm Rob Kendall, 62-27, Avon over Brownsburg. So long, everybody.